Do you want to do the intro?
The intro?
Yeah, this is the intro. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
I don't know, what's the intro? You just went like this and told me this is the intro, do it.
Okay, this is the intro, you gotta do this.
Okay. Alright.
Whoa! Did you just come up with that? Holy shit.
I did.
For the YouTube to MP3 listeners, the YouTuber called Leg just went off. Why did you change your name to Leg? What the fuck? What the fuck is that about?
I've just been wanting to do a rebrand for a while.
But why you pick Leg? Why not Arm?
Oh, well, you know, arm might have been taken. I was thinking of beginning with the letter L.
Yeah, that's true.
I was really focusing on the letter L. I have a few other candidates, but leg is what I set on for now.
Do you think Arm's probably taken because people on YouTube probably have arms to operate the keyboard and mouse, but legs could take or leave them?
This might be true. This might be true. There might be a high concentration of arms in the YouTube community, higher than the general populace, relatively speaking.
Hey, for the YouTube to MP3 listeners, this I'm gonna pull my angry face. What do you think?
You know, that's all right.
Okay, do your angry face. For the YouTube to MP3 listeners, I will describe Legs for who should I call you? Can I call you Leg for the whole podcast?
Call me Leg.
That'd be cool. I do like your name. I'm glad that it's like it almost I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's almost like a throwaway name, but almost like but it's cool in that way.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Is it a throwaway name, or is this a mainstay? Is your name Leg forever now?
See, the thing is, I don't know if it's a mainstay, but I think it has the potential to be. You know, I think it's quite simple and it's nice. You know, like a 5-letter username on YouTube, youtube.com/leg with 3 E's, LEEEG. Like that's kind of rare. Getting a new 5-letter username on YouTube in 2022 kind of.
Was it? There's no one else called Leg like that?
There might have been other channels, but no one who actually claimed the URL. Until myself.
That's insane. I would expect that to be taken. That's insane.
Yeah, me too.
You just drank, but it's a solid.
Yeah, I'm drinking from my unmilked Cheerios. I haven't added milk to them.
That's pretty cool.
It's just a little snacking jug.
That's cool because you don't have to. I'm guessing not if you just have 1 or 2, but if you have like a whole bunch of Cheerios over the course of an hour, you can get your keyboard sticky unless you do have a receptacle.
True. When I go grabbing them, yeah.
Well, listen. I got a question. This is a podcast, and I have a question.
Of course.
Do you mind if can I ask you a question?
Of course.
I'd hope so, because it's kind of my show. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ask it. Even if you said no, I would have asked it anyway, just so you know. I don't know why you're making such a. I'll just ask it. What is your Nando's order?
Oh shit. I think last time I went, it was probably it was either a quarter chicken or a half chicken. I forget which. I think it was a quarter chicken.
Oh, okay.
And it was probably either the mildest or the second mildest that you can get it.
You don't like spicy?
No, I generally avoid.
Is it?
Okay, I might like spicy, but I do avoid for stomach reasons.
Oh, is it because you have acid reflux?
Big part due to that.
I know what you're saying. I always eat spicy, as much spicy as possible, and I always have the same acid stomach issues. I think I've done some irreversible damage to my asshole. Last time I went to Nando's, I went in there and I said, "Hey, can I have a hot sauce to take away? Because they have the extra hot in the extra hot in like a vial, but then the takeaway ones it only has hot." So I was like, "Oh, do you mind if I take some of the in the vial?" And they said, "Oh yeah. Well, here, have a little cup for it." And they give me a little one, and I was like, "Do you have anything bigger?" So then they gave me one of those ice cream pots, and I filled it all the way up with extra hot, and then I finished the whole thing, and for like maybe 2 or 3 days I was ill. And the worst part is that it never crossed my mind that I shouldn't do it again, and I probably will. Yeah, I gotta stop.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I got.
Yeah, go on.
I have more questions, but what questions you got?
Well, I was gonna mention that I mean, I didn't have an exact same experience before, but I did have an experience of having a weird kind of basically I overdosed on vitamin C one time when I was in school.
Shit, what happened? What happens when you overdose on vitamin C?
Basically, you just need to use the bathroom a lot. You just
vom
like a lot.
Shitting or pissing? Which one?
It's big pissing.
Pissing.
Yeah, big pissing. So it's like I was like, oh my god, I hate getting colds. I hate getting flus. It fucks my sinuses up for the entire month, and it's just horrible. I hate it. I want to never experience this. And I hear, oh, what's that? Vitamin C is good for the immune system and therefore good for preventing colds. Oh, let me overload on vitamin C. Let me eat 2 slices of grapefruit every day, and also take vitamin C tablets at the same time. So basically, what happened after about a week or so of doing that was suddenly one day I was pissing.
Shit.
I was just straight pissing. So like,
this is your first time you pissed?
Yeah. So every single class that I went to, I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the class because of this.
And then the
and that
teacher
was
always
for a solid 2 or 3 days, maybe.
Oh my god! I bet the teachers thought you were up to something. Were you going?
Yeah.
So to be clear, you weren't going to the bathroom to piss. You were going in there to do more vitamin C, without them knowing. I thought that was what you. No, it's funny. I was just making a joke. But is that what you were doing, or?
No. I was pissing.
Oh, you were.
I was straight pissing. I was just straight pissing. Come on.
So what's the vitamin C got? So I thought the story was about you doing vitamin C in the bathroom or something.
No, I did that before. I did that the week before, and then then consequences hit.
You got constipated? But that doesn't affect piss, I don't think.
And then, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I also got constipated, but I don't recall.
We can recall later, I guess. We can do it whenever you want, dude. I'm sorry. I thought you. I didn't mean to rush into this. Hey, I got a overdose story. I overdosed on vitamin D, gave me headaches. That's the end of the story.
Oh, nuts! Nice Story.
It's just because on the thing I was taking too many of tablets. I think it was supposed to be like you take this for only a certain amount of time, but I was just taking it for I was taking it indefinitely, and then it gave me a headache, and then I stopped. Oh, weird. It's because in the winter time I don't get enough sunlight because I don't go out anyway, and then so if I don't, it's just probably sunburn in the brain or something. I don't know how it works.
For sure.
I got another question. So you know, that you have a hole in your chest. So,
Oh, what? Sorry?
oh, well, I know that I have a hole in my chest. Uh,
You have a hole in your chest?
yeah. I was wondering, can I ask you? So you have, it's called pectus excavatum, and your chest is oh my god, there it is. Oh wait, oh I thought you were getting out your vacuum bell. Um, wait, hold up, you're putting water in your fucking Cheerios?
No, no, this is a different mug.
Oh okay. Oh my god.
This is the Cheerios.
You gotta let me know when you're dual wielding. That freaked me out. Oh shit. You got a chest hole. It's a
I do. I
but
do.
so do I. So not a big deal. It's where your chest goes inwards. You've got basically a suction cup that you do every day that sucks it
Yeah.
out. Is that helping?
Yeah. Slowly.
Oh my god.
Um,
Okay.
the the day to day, like what it looks like day to day, kind of you get diminishing returns as you go on. So
Okay.
it doesn't make much of a difference, as much of a difference the further you go on. But the point is to keep going with it so that it solidifies as best as it can. Because if I'm like, okay, I'm happy with what it looks like now, and then I stop, it'll recede back because it hasn't finished like doing what it's got to do. So I won't see much further benefit than I've already seen so far, but I'm continuing to do it because I need to continue to do it to ensure that it stays good.
Okay.
Like there's still a little bit of an indent, right?
Yeah.
It's improved over the next year. It's going to improve further. It's going to improve much slower than it has over the first few months because I started earlier this year. But just got to keep going with it and keep going to the doctor's meetings every couple of months or so. And but yeah, last update from my doctor was it's good. It's looking good.
Hey,
So
is it combined with exercise?
yeah, yeah.
Is that daily
Exercise
exercise?
every day. Yeah, exercise every day, and then the bell every day, twice a day. The exercise is like less than an hour. Like
Okay.
it's about a half an hour worth of exercises for me anyway. That's how long it takes me to do them. Sometimes it'll take longer, but like not because of the exercises themselves, just because I get crazy distracted and everything. But when I get down and I just get them done.
Oh, you just lagged. You're frozen. Hello, you're frozen. Oh, hey.
Oh, you're frozen too for me.
Dude, freak me out. Well, okay.
Okay, you're back now. We're
Here's
both
something.
back, I think.
Okay, good. Here's something that listen. Just so I so I was looking around on the internet for the vacuum bell. Found the place that does it, but they weren't put. There's no NHS free. This isn't that. This isn't free. And so
Yeah.
tomorrow I have to decide whether I'm gonna start paying for this shit. I think from what it
Yeah.
sounds like, it sounds good enough to me to where I think I'm at least willing to pay for a consultation to
Yes.
hear it out.
Yeah, because the consultation will be figuring out whether or not you're in a position to for it to actually help, or it will actually be helpful and worth pursuing. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good information to know. But yeah, like you say, I do agree that you should figure out if you're willing to pay for it because it is time sensitive. This particular one, if you wait, the longer you wait, generally, once you're in your 20s, it's like
It may or
from
may
what
not
I've
work.
heard. Yeah, it's like it probably won't. Depending on the person, who knows?
Maybe my bones
I'm
real jelly. Maybe I just have jelly bones. Could help.
let's hope they're jelly bones enough that at this stage that they're still able to receive the treatment. But yeah, no. How much is it is it looking like it would cost for you?
I only know a consultation would be 150. And it would also be, I'd also be spending probably like 80 on train tickets and so it's like
True.
it's already like a lot of money, which is why it's hard for me to definitely decide. And I don't, but I've actually got a question for you. How much did the vacuum bell itself cost? Because I'm guessing you have to get it like kind of fitted to your chest, right?
Let me think back. I think the vacuum bell for me cost about 1,200 euros.
I don't even have €1. Fuck. I have pounds. What the fuck?
Is it the same? That's about 1,070 pounds. It looks like.
Oh, okay. Pounds would work.
I don't know. Yes.
Okay. Good.
But 150 pounds, right, for the consultation. That's cheaper than what my consultation was. So maybe
Am I getting
maybe also the vacuum bell will be cheaper for you than it was for me. Maybe.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm just thinking like, but now it's got me worried because if yours was more expensive, maybe that means you had like a better consultation. And now it's making me think maybe if I can't afford 150, maybe if I ask for like £100 consultation, maybe you'll give me like half truths, like not so good advice. I think that would be a good idea. Just as like a backup if I can't quite afford it.
Yeah. Get half the tube.
Yeah, half the tube, half the truths. I could get one rib cage fixed, and then the other one. That'd be really fucked up, wouldn't it?
And there's just like a 90 degree like cliff in the middle.
Yeah, so and you can just put your hand in there and kill me real quick.
That's an interesting thought. I don't often think about it nowadays, but like a few years ago, I was thinking a lot about how like I have a sense that I'm very asymmetrical, at least in the way that I perceive things. I often, when I pay attention to my headaches, they're often usually on the one side and things like that. I only experience on like one half or whatever.
I'm
not in all cases of everything, but I kind of get that weird,
Can I ask what asymmetrical means?
Just means that like things aren't like symmetry would be like this, and then
it's like you don't really. It's like girls and
not
guys.
The same on the left and the right.
Okay.
So if I go like this is the same on the left and the right. If I do this, it's the same on the left and right. But if I just do it with one hand, it's like boom. I'm covering my hand with one eye, I'm covering my eye with one hand on one side, and then I'm not on the other. That's asymmetrical. That's
right.
Like doing something different depending on the side.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I think I'm not. I'll show you something. So for the YouTube to MP3 listeners, I'm about to show leg, my fuck chest and how it isn't, how it is asymmetrical, in that it isn't symmetrical, in that it's indenting on one side, specifically the side my heart is. But here you go. See how it's like? Oh wait, it's kind of dark. This kind of goes. It goes in on like that side.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So and it's weird. It feels like it to me. It looks like because I obviously have hair on my chest. It looks like hair because I'm used to the indent. I perceive that as the middle of my chest. So it looks like I've just got hair down one side of my chest, but obviously it's the middle. But yeah, it's kind of silly. It's just a silly thing.
That is a silly thing.
You know, one thing I can do in the shower is I can really build up a big cup of water like this.
That is kind of fun, actually. Yeah, I never did that until I did my video where I poured cereal into my chest hole. That was kind of a funky one.
That's what got me thinking about it again. I heard about the consultation fee and hold up, this is important. I heard about the consultation fee and I was like, oh, I'm about ready to put this in the can. But then I was watching you put milk in your chest and I was like, and then you said something. You said something along the lines of like, oh, it's not as holy as before or something. But then I
Yeah.
thought, okay, maybe I'll try this. So I'm just telling you, you're responsible for if this works or doesn't work. You'll be the one who reimburses me if that.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I will say about the consultation. The consultation will probably you'll get advice from that anyway about like whether or not it's looking like you'll ever have to like whether or not they think it's an essential thing for you to get a treatment treated, and that's
Okay.
good information to have in and of itself. Even if you can't afford to continue on with the particular treatment, I'm sure you'll be seeing a specialist. I was gonna actually say that like big reason that my one costs so much is probably because we don't have a specialist in the country. So we have this guy who comes in once a month for 1 day every month, and that's when he does all his like appointments.
Oh
Just the
shit.
1 day every month in the country. So naturally, that's going to be a bit more expensive, generally speaking. And yeah, I get much like you guys. There's no like public option with regard to that. I'm not sure what it's like in the UK. It might be very similar in the UK. I don't know, but I mean, UK has 10 times the population, so like usually things are a bit more populated in terms of having availability of things and all that.
Yeah.
Pity about some other things though, like trains and shit. You know, kind of offsets that. Kind of makes it all even out.
Yeah. I think Brennan got a good and a bad things going on. Good and bad things.
Yeah, yeah. There's different aspects to compare in different ways, for sure. Holy shit! Oh my god! Congrats, dude.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question. um. So, dude. So I got a would you rather question, right? Uh. Right. Well, do you want to answer it or not really?
Probably not.
Okay, I'll go with a different question then. What have you eaten today?
Cheerios.
Is that it?
Uh,
No way.
I ate some potatoes. Some
Irish,
some-
Irish potato.
They were good. They were good, dude. They were all oiled up, salt and seasoning and all that, slapped in the oven. Just nice roast potatoes.
What else? What else? What else?
All right, a bit of brock, bit of cauli, had a pork chop. Not my favorite pork chop today, but wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
I bet because you play Minecraft, so you thought you did, but probably. So
A
okay,
little bit.
I'm glad that you told me what you ate. Not that you asked what I ate, but I had pancakes, I had noodles, I had fuck, I fucking stupid. I had
Dude.
fuck. Just give me a second. I had oh, I had Weetabix, and
Nice.
I had one other thing. I had fuck. What
I
else?
always have Weetabix.
Fuck, just fucking let me think, dude. Fucking let me. I'm gonna open Discord. I need to know. Oh.
Do you have your food diary still?
Yes, that's what I'm getting up. Just wait, please. I didn't log it. Fuck. I can't tell you. Oh yeah, no, here it is. I had fish fingers and chips.
Nice.
And a sweetie.
Oh, good. I was gonna go to Tesco and get some sweets and some crisps, but I decided against it.
Probably because Tesco is in Britain, so that's probably why I didn't go. Probably.
I have a Tesco. Well, I'm not gonna say where I have my Tesco. I might dox myself.
Yeah, you find out it's the only Tesco in Ireland.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you the would you rather, because I feel like it's pretty expensive. I think if you have any conversational skills whatsoever, you'll be able to turn this into a half-hour kind of ramble.
Oh.
So real life
Cool.
war or video game war? I might just actually go and let you. So, I'm leaving. I've left.
There are many aspects to this what if scenario. Is it a what if scenario? Would you rather scenario? Alright. It's a would you rather?
Well, is this a preference? What do you prefer, real life war, or video game war?
That's an interesting one. I prefer to hear about a real life war. I don't care much about hearing about a video game war, did you say?
Yeah.
Video game war.
It's good you understand. You got real life war or video game war?
Yeah, I much prefer to learn about a real life war. In fact, I don't know much about many. It was video game wars, right? It was video game wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a specific war. Just like the concept of them, or you
concept. Yeah.
You know,
I will stick with the concept because I'm not heavily educated on the specifics of many wars, to be honest with you. I don't concern myself with delving into to research regarding those things. You know, to be honest, I don't have much detail to say about it. I'm just gonna have to pick real life war in terms of my preference. At the very least, in terms of like what I know, in terms of what I would like to know.
So you prefer real people dying as opposed to pixels? You would pick to save a fake life over a real one?
Well, I don't see this as a matter of saving. I mean, I would prefer to save a real life, of course, yes, over a video game life. Yeah, let all the video game characters die,
okay, well, let me ask you this then.
Except for the ones in Fortnite. I play Fortnite, so... There's no war in Fortnite, though, so it's neither here nor there. No.
Wait, there's no war in Fortnite?
I don't know.
What do you mean? Isn't that the whole point?
I don't... Right now, they're in Fortnite Season 4 of Chapter 3, and everything's all chromium, and there's like an alien substance that caused everything to go all gooey and chromy, and I don't really know the lore behind it.
Sounds like a war on aliens, I guess.
Potentially, which I'm not entirely against, to be honest.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe the subtext of that is like foreigners. Do you think? Have you ever thought about that?
I don't know. Maybe. See, I trust Fortnite to try to be as corporate and not try not to reference real life serious topics like that, and especially in their lore. Perhaps in their skins. Perhaps they'd have, their Martin Luther King skin.
I really hope that sounds fucking awesome. I guess in that sense, like minus the skins, Fortnite is the most video game war because it's so they wouldn't want anything to because Call of Duty is
because it's the most divorced from real life. Yeah, if they were to do a war, they would attempt that for sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad we had a good. I mean, sometimes people just respond to that very angrily, like, "What the fuck are you talking? Like, what does that question mean?" I'm glad that you understood what I was trying to get out of you.
Yeah. I had an interpretation for sure. I had something. Yeah. I'm glad I was able to provide.
I'm glad you answered it. Now I can ask the next question. So I'll just do that right now. How long have you grown out your hair?
4 years.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Okay, that freaked me out.
I think late August 2018. So that's about 4 years and a bit and a few weeks.
Holy shit!
I've trimmed it.
Oh! What? What the fuck? You said 4 years. What the fuck?
No. But like 2018 is the last time that I got it cut. Went to the barber.
Oh, so when you trim it, you don't get it cut. You get it singed off.
When I trim it, I get Well, I attempt to just get like an inch off.
Is that just to keep it growing long? Because then it's like no dead ends.
That's in theory what it does. I mean, yeah, that's what I like to think. Additionally, I find that it eventually, usually, the back hair, kind of the hair at the back, kind of accelerates. It grows at a greater pace, and so it ends up with the back hair being really long compared to everything else. Although right now
Hmm.
things are quite puffy all around. Although the back hair is kind of accelerating ahead once again. But um, it was most ridiculous. I think early 2020. There's a few videos from early 2020, and I think throughout the whole of 2020 actually.
Okay.
Um, you can see like my front hair is like down to like here ish, maybe, I don't know, and then my back hair is like, oh, like twice the length at least, you know. So it looks kind of funny, but it's honestly, it was kind of fun. I love having lots of hair, and I'm gonna keep it growing. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I might hold off on the next trim, to be honest, because like I mean, I will say, my first trim I quite liked a lot, the style of it, the look of it. Um, so that was a temporary like, oh, this is nice. This is kind of cool. I'm liking how I'm looking here. But my goal essentially with growing out the hair is to grow it out, is to keep it going as far as I can, and then therefore to just see how it looks when it's really really long and how I feel about that. Um, but it's not with the goal of I think that this will be the best my hair will ever look. I think it'll look cool. I think it'll be cool, but I don't think it'll be like my best style. I don't think I'm gonna keep it at its longest.
Okay.
I think at some point it's gonna get to a point where I'm like, all right, I this is very long. It's really cool, but I'm done now. I'm gonna go back to some simpler, shorter hair, because obviously the shorter your hair, the easier it is to maintain, the easier it is to dry after the shower, all that sort of stuff. I do value that practical stuff. Obviously, you don't need to wash your hair every day. I usually wash my hair about twice a week, at least recently. That's the recent regime I've been on. Obviously, I go in and out of having my particular routines and then having falling out and having a different thing going on. But recently, I've been doing well for that. Um, yeah, 4 years. I'm happy with it
That's
so
good.
far.
I think it looks good. I wish I could have my
I'll,
hair like that.
I'm very happy. Yeah. Now, one thing that I'm less happy with is something I'm gonna.
Oh my god. Oh my
Let
god.
me see how well I can illustrate this. Okay,
So you got your hair out in
I
front
got
of
the
your
hair out,
headphones.
a
Oh
little
shit.
extra, right?
Yeah, yeah. I see it. Okay. You're putting it. You're putting it behind.
Meow.
Well, and you happy with what your forward?
Yeah, it's just mostly that these guys are like really retreating on me. So like the front bits are getting like thin and like you can see through the
Oh, you think you're
front
going
bits
bald?
of the hair. Yeah, I mean it's progressing in some way. It's been progressing, but I'm taking action about it. I'm not paying for medical treatment for it because that is expensive, like it's money. Um, but
How are you treating it?
what I've been doing every day, I've been using rosemary oil.
Okay.
Um, so you mix rosemary oil with like a different oil, so it's like diluted a bit in the oil, and then you got this tub of like the oil that you will rub in, and then I drop like a few drops across, and I just kind of go like rub it in and massage it in for like about 5 minutes, or like just until I feel satisfied with it. I do that every morning. So like I do my exercise in the morning, then I shower, and then I get out, and then I do that and whatever. Um, that's what's been happening for the last few weeks anyway. Um,
I gotta
I
be
was
honest.
hoping, yeah.
What?
I have a medical card, which means prescriptions are supposed to be like covered by that. I don't have
Okay.
to pay for prescriptions apart from like a little one, like a small fee. But my doctor tells me that some like hair loss stuff that is a prescription, even though it is a prescription, won't be covered on the medical card. So that's part of the reason that I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for the rosemary oil because it's quite really cheap by
Okay.
comparison. But I will say, not as extensively studied like the stuff that they prescribe and the stuff that you can get in the drugstores. So, most hair loss treatments, including this, um, do not show effects or like, you know, regrowth or you know, the results until somewhere between the 3 month and the 6 month mark. So about 6 months in, I'm gonna wait until 6 months and I'm gonna see if there's a difference. And if there isn't, then I'll be like, all right, well, that was a lot of shit. But overall, it looks like, because I spent €10 on this thing, and it doesn't get used very fast. I'm probably not going to end up having to get any more over that time. So I'm like quite cheap. Might as well try it. I feel confident in it, but I'm still, I still have some skepticism. I'm going to be keeping track of it, and we shall see come the 6 month mark if anything, any differences can be seen. Let's hope.
Okay. I gotta. That sounds good. You gotta tell me if that works. But I'm gonna just gonna go back to talk about it. So you think you're going? I need a fart. Hold up. It's gonna happen in just a second. Wait. I'm just waiting. I don't want to force it.
Just weighing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Here we go.
Few grams, few kilograms.
Okay. It's just because there is a poo there. That's you can probably hear it in the fart. That it could so I think you're okay. So I grew out my hair to be possibly as long as yours at one point. And I don't know if you remember, I used to have very long hair. Then in 2021, I cut it all off. But before that, for maybe 6 months, I was concerned that I had a receding hairline. And since then, since kind of having it short and whatnot, and having it bald, and being able to actually see the hairline being completely bald, I kind of decided or figured out that it was actually maybe a bit of an illusion. And I'm not saying that's what you got, because I think your one is... The problem is, though, is I think yours looks more prominent to me just because maybe your forehead is... maybe it's always been like that, bigger than mine, although... I don't know, like...
I think it has always been bigger, but I have noticed that it's been continuing to, like, in the direction,
Okay, yeah, that actually does look a bit more prominent now, yeah. But, like, if, like, this is mine, right? And
yeah,
when, I think it's a thing with curly hair as well, especially on the side where your hair kind of parts from, with curly hair. I think mine might be a little bit more curly than yours, but I think... I think with curly hair, because, like, with straight hair, it's, like, straight, and it's, like, lines, and it will look more compact, but with curly hair, they'll group together and form maybe more thick-looking strands, but it's obviously just hair bunched up. But then it leaves more skin exposed, because it's more compact areas. And so I noticed that's the reason I thought I was going bald. But another thing I want to say is, I think your dad's got a full head of hair, right?
Yeah.
And
I think so.
My dad has too, and that's what kind of made me think, like, no, I'm probably not going bald. But maybe I'm not trying to say you're not going bald, but I'm just saying I definitely was, like, convinced I'm going bald, and then I realized I wasn't. And I had a similar hairstyle, so you're just fucking lying to yourself, is what I'm saying. You're not going bald. You gotta do things that maybe could, I don't know what makes your hairline recede, maybe bleach it. I don't know, but you gotta start doing shit like that, because otherwise you're gonna look too young. Is my advice. Like if you just bleach the or you bleach the roots or do some fucking sun damage to just the front and slowly make it go back.
I think, maybe some of it is stress, but this is not like this is the location of a receding hairline. This isn't the location of stress, but I'm sure stress has some impact. But like, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to give you the perspective, but because honestly, by the looks of it, it looks like it looks like you are gonna be bald in the next year. But I just wanted to make on the chance that you are maybe not gonna be bald. Just so I just kind of want to be right either way.
Sure. Okay. Of course. Don't we all?
I got a question. You like to travel. Recite a story from travel.
Well, I don't really. I mean, no, I do like to travel.
Yeah, that was the part of the question.
I don't like to travel in
what?
the
Sorry, I'm just going I'm just being silly. I'm sorry, I was just being silly.
In the warm months, I don't like to travel. Because people love, going on planes with their screaming babies especially in the warm months. And it's just extra uncomfortable in the warmer months. So
babies do be a little extra.
Yeah. No, I think a very lucrative idea for the whole world is to have separate like flights that are like, if you're traveling with a baby, this is the flight for you, and you can market it that way, and like you can have like certain things that cater to that, and therefore it'll take everyone who's traveling with babies, put them on one plane, away from everyone else who wants to avoid that.
That plane would be fucking nuts. That would be like the worst plane. That's like constant. Just the pilot wouldn't be able to fly the plane, probably. Like within the first week, there'd be like infant mortality rates would be like skyrocketing. That'd be nuts. That's a good. I mean, okay, I know you didn't want to admit the real plan, but that's a good plan that you have to kill babies.
I think it could be lucrative for flight companies as well. I think everyone can benefit from it,
Yeah, no, that would actually be, because then also all the mothers are like, oh yeah, no, there's no one's, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I know, I get it, I get it. And also then it'll be like maybe two friends on the plane. There's like an old couple, right, in 80 years from now, where they say, oh, do you remember how we met on the plane? And then people will say, oh, you probably were probably young men. And then they say, no, I was actually a baby on a plane. And then they talk about, and then it would be a story about the baby plane, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be better, like if someone animated that, what I said, then that would make it.
See, right. So it can't be a forced thing. But if it's something that's available and therefore encourages it, it's a help. Because obviously there's different families, different specific circumstances, specific people with specific needs, specific children with specific needs. It could be very bad for particular children to be on a plane full of screaming babies. So therefore, all the options need to be available for everyone. But the fact that option is there and that fills kind of a market in a sense, and I think overall it can only be a good thing to just have that there, have that available, have that advertised, encouraged, so on.
What about what about pedophiles? I think that could be a bit issue. I mean, they're always an issue, but in this,
they're always an issue, of course. Yes. That is, that is a wrench in the works.
Maybe a rule that
Because then you have to think about like you need to get in experts and you need to think like what are the ways in which this can be unsafe? What are the what are the aspects we need to think about and how can we
Oh, I know how you could
make
rectify
sure that yeah.
and de-rectify the pedophiles is to get them their own plane.
See, what I'm thinking though is that if it's a plane specifically for the babies, for people with babies, they wouldn't allow people without a baby to get on, and like I feel like that would definitely go at least some of the way in terms of preventing issues with that.
So the pilot's got to have a baby on the, or maybe the baby,
shit.
maybe the pilot has to be a baby.
Yeah, there needs to be some. I mean, there's no way that a pilot and like airline stuff. There's no way that they're not vetted for like by the police or whatever,
Yeah.
right? I mean, obviously, if they're not, ensure that they do it for that stuff, but obviously, you're going to be dealing with babies on any flight. But yeah, it's definitely a potential issue. I do see about that, and I haven't given much thought to it. I'll admit. I mean, to be honest, my entire idea is not like
I think it's
thought out to the detail that's necessary for the actual deployment, but I think it is valuable enough that it can be taken on board and serious. I think it's a serious basis for a decent idea, decent change in airlines.
I think with if you brought this to the person who was a plane guy, he'd be like he would, you could get some money.
Yeah.
And you could cite this podcast and maybe could get me
Kaboom.
something.
Harvard referencing, boom.
Well, yeah, but it's more like this.
Fuck! I hate. Oh my god. Don't like college. I don't like college. I don't.
You don't like
it.
college? Why not? Isn't learning cool?
University, by the way, is what I'm. It's for all the UK people out there.
You don't. Why don't you like learning? What's wrong with learning stuff?
I like learning. I don't like being examined on my learning. I don't like having to do stuff with my learning. Like I don't like being forced to,
You don't like memorizing stuff?
No, I mean there's no memorizing really involved necessarily in our course. At least for this last year, it's mostly project-based assessment, which I always thought I would love, but for various reasons, especially this year, for various reasons, I'm struggling a lot in terms of making sure that I get things done and all that. So I'm a little stressed out, a little unsure if I'll be able to fully make it, but I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna try to keep going at least, and
have you got one more year?
One more.
So
8 months.
Okay.
And then I'm out. But thing is, that's assuming that I don't fail something and I don't have to repeat something, which would be nasty as hell. So nasty if I had to do that on my final year. But
that's rough.
Let's hope. Yeah, let's hope.
I would not survive uni. Like hearing Ella what she did in uni, and just knowing that like
if you personally don't think that you're up for it, don't do it.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't personally. I sincerely wish that I was highly and more encouraged to search other paths than university, because it's not for me. It's really not for me.
I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot from people who go to uni.
Yeah, no, the course itself is probably the best course for me in terms of a uni course for me, but at the end of the day, it's still a university course. It still comes with all the same stuff that every university course does. It has the same like kind of final year type crap that you have to do. I mean, some universities will often have like options to like get some kind of piece of paper of recognition, some kind of degree or something out of just like being okay. I want to stop after the third year or whatever. This one doesn't have that, however. This one is the entire university here is just like you have to do the full 4 years, otherwise you don't get anything.
Shit. Okay.
It's good to hear though that it's a common thing, but yeah, like because university, it's very encouraged by people in the world and by like because you go to secondary school and you have a bunch of teachers, and those teachers went to university and were successful at university, and that's how they got to become a teacher. So naturally, they're going to have a much more positive outlook on university than like the typical average person, and so you're going to be much more higher encouraged to go to university than the general population really should be. General population should be encouraged to explore wider options, should be encouraged of the fact that wider options are not a sign of being like lesser or anything like that, because people are different.
Yeah,
People
so many
have
teachers
different callings.
they would just be like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's not even like a specific thing they'd say, but just that general air of like,
it's the attitude, yeah,
you're not gonna you wouldn't be able to do this in uni, like as if that's what we should be aiming for. And then it's like, I think you're right in that it's teachers who have been to uni, because it's like they're the type of like kind of nutcases that enjoy that environment, and so that's why they pursued a job in it, you know. Hold up, I need to I just need to get up and I will be back. Okay, so
sure. Holy shit.
No, don't worry, not yet.
The cadence of that one was unique.
Fuck, that now, one was, bro, I gotta send that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, whoa! I'm glad we spoke about uni, because I didn't want to go to it because I hate school, and
literally, there is after I'm done uni, right? My idea, right? I found this training course, which is in another university, but like it's not a university course. It's a 1-year training course for broadcast production and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And that appeals to me so much more, because it's actually just doing practical stuff, doing some work experience for a bit, and I get a little. Uni costs money. This one I get paid to do.
Yeah, and it's like, more helpful. It's almost as if
more
like
helpful in a shorter time, and like I knowing about this back then, I mean, I don't know if it would have been as easy to apply for, but like going straight out of secondary school, being able to get into that, I'd be much more employable, much more earlier, and I would have had a better time. But like obviously, and more money. Well, I mean, I'm lucky enough that my parents are able and willing and do pay for my tuition for university. So, but yes, I would have more money more sooner. But look, I am where I am, and objectively, look, I'm here. I'm starting my final year of university. I might as well try to get that goddamn piece of paper, because I've been here. I've done so much, and we'll see what happens. I think it's doable. I just see where I'm at by the end of it all.
Yeah, you know, another thing I think about uni is, I think sometimes it's like, the successful person, of course they went to uni or whatever, but it's not necessarily because they learnt something in uni that made them successful. It's more that they've always just had that attitude, and that attitude is what made them go to university, and is also separate to university what made them do the thing that they're successful for.
I believe in stuff like that. Yeah, I totally, I think there's a lot of like advice stuff and weird like attitudes that people have that are kind of like, oh my god, I see Elon Musk. There's the opposite effect of that, of like the top billionaires dropped out of college. That means you need to drop out of college, and it's just like, again, it's a case by case. It's what's good for you, and I mean, I think overall, yeah, definitely. Things need to be encouraged more, like, and more knowledge and more awareness needs to be brought to like things like training courses, things like apprenticeships and all that. Because I've seen, and apparently there's quite a wide range of industries that you can get apprenticeships in. At least here, anyway. There's like stuff like technology and electronic engineering and media stuff, broadcast stuff, lots of stuff that, like, I don't know, you just kind of feel like, oh, I have to go to uni for that, but it's like, boom, here's a bunch of, like, here's apprenticeships, literally apprenticeships for that shit, and it's like, this is literally the industry I want to get into, and this is the thing that pays for me to do the experience and everything, and it's like just brilliant, and I don't know, it's just ideal. I think it needs to be encouraged more, because I think that's like a much healthy, like, that's a much cooler, healthier, hands-on, and like interesting way to do things. I think so many people would benefit from just being aware of that option, and from like a better attitude towards that option from teachers and people around them. You know, anyway, I'm basically just saying the same stuff that I've been saying already. You know,
no, it's
again.
no, but it's going with. I think it's good to instill what you've said, because I think.
Yeah.
You're actually making me think now. Like, yeah, why don't I just have a little look around to see if there's anything?
Have a look around.
Yeah, I might actually do that. I think I will, because I would
worth doing.
I mean, especially if it's something that pays even just a bit of money, it would help. And also it'd be like, I feel confident in myself that I could learn if in the right environment. And by the way, there's something. I'm about to do a segment. I just need to transition to that segment. So that's the transition, and so we do a. I know this is a little jarring. I'm sorry I didn't really segue it, but that's why I fired. That's fine. Yeah, we do a news segment.
News, of course.
So this one is from essentiallysports.com, and the headline is Dwayne Johnson. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Could not hide his emotions after top Hollywood actress trolls him for his acting skills. This article is by Tusha Diogioka Goka. Anyway, so here's the article. Dwayne Johnson faced some difficulties when he broke into Hollywood in his early days. However, the experience he got in WWE might have helped him to act in specific roles and remember his lines. Johnson has achieved... I also want to point out in between these two lines there's an advert for checking... to manage, like, if you have a cat, manage their pain, and how to check. It sounds kind of like it's like a healthcare for cat. The next part of the article says, Johnson, I'm just going to call whenever it says this, I'm going to say, The Rock has achieved major success in Hollywood and has been a part of several big projects. Surprisingly, a top actress once trolled the 10th actor over his acting skills. I'm actually curious to know who this actress is, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read on. A year ago, The Rock shared a reel on his Instagram. The reel was a compilation of funny moments of him with Emily Blunt. Oh, I hope it's not Emily Blunt. In the interviews while promoting Jungle Cruise. In one of the moments, Blunt trolled The Rock for his acting skill. It was her! In an interview on television? The question in the interview was, I would like to know if for this movie you both practically developed some particular skill from scratch. Blunt by pointing out point to fucking Dwayne The Rock. Okay, so they're calling him DJ now. They've changed his name 5 times. I'm gonna call it The Rock. The Blunt pointing at The Rock said acting. What the fuck? Why would she say that? Has she not seen a Rock movie? Probably not. And then it's got here. It's links to the interview here. Anyway, then it says, The Rock was speechless over this troll as he started laughing loudly, probably trying to hide how he truly feels about this fucking bitch. Indeed, both the stars had major fun while filming. Probably not The Rock. What the fuck? She's being mean to The Rock. Don't you think? What a piece of shit.
Maybe? I don't know if I quite caught that. What did she say? She said acting?
She said that the fucking bitch said The Rock can't act.
It's currently 7:42 p.m. At the moment, it's 13 degrees Celsius.
Who the fuck is that? What the fuck?
And high of 15 degrees.
Sorry, that's my alarm. It was just a reminder to do some exercises, but I can put it off.
Yeah, well, this article's important. Make sure, but, yeah. So, instead of doing your exercise, just sit here and listen to this, okay?
Yes.
Indeed, both stars had major...
Wait, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you think it'll take for you to continue reading this?
Let me scroll down. I could get it done in less than 5 minutes, I think.
Okay, I'll race you. I'll get my exercise because I don't have to do many exercises. It's just like a couple of small things before I put the tube on.
Holy shit! Okay.
Do that, and you can read that at the same time.
Okay. Indeed, both stars had major fun while filming filming the movie, and even when promoting it, this fun between them kept the buzz alive for Jungle Cruise, which was released a year later due to the pandemic. Shit. Well, I guess they've got enough on their plates. They shouldn't be fighting each other like that. But anyway, moreover, in the caption, DJ fucking The Rock says, but for funny co-actors, he wrote the I'll go down a little bit. Well, fan can see how much Johnson laughed in all of their interviews while promoting the film. However, this level of fun The Rock usually has with his best friend Kevin Hart. It seems the WWE legend has found one more co-actor with whom he enjoys doing a film. So I guess in the end he wasn't so angry about it. But the picture for the article was a picture of The Rock and he looks angry. So I thought maybe he'd be more angry, but maybe he's okay with the trolling. So that's that anyway. I got some questions now. Can you hear me, Leg? You can hear me? Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read this. I'll read this question. But you can go do your thing if you want, and maybe
It's alright.
maybe you can just
I'm
yell.
here.
Okay.
I'm just doing this. I'm just doing this.
So the first comment. Whoa! The fuck?
Yeah, dude.
What was that?
I'm here.
Why did you do that?
I just wanted to demonstrate my yell or something. I don't know.
Herford's comments. I've got diarrhea. ... Oh wow. ... You too? This is day 3 for me. I gotta go poo. BRB. And then it's ... I thought that I was gonna puke in bed one day, but once I reached the bathtub, a couple of dry heaves and nothing, which I am very grateful for. I've thought about food poisoning, which is why I ordered out skip the dish. Ordered out. And he says that's like he skipped the dishes and skipped the puke because maybe his own cooking makes him puke, I guess. Which is kind of the case for me. So he's commenting this because I talked about my vomiting last time, and I vomited a lot. Oh my god, you're gonna put on the vacuum bell. Holy shit.
I'm putting on the bell. I'm gonna turn on the light.
Oh my god. So I puked because I kept eating sour cream after I knew it was out of date. I just kept eating it. Hey, when was the last time you vomited, Leg?
1 year and 8 months ago.
Whoa, how do you remember that?
1 year and 9 months ago. It was January 2021, and I will not forget it because it was just a really nasty bug.
Oh,
That's usually when I vomit. It's usually from a from a bug. I usually don't induce that sort of thing into myself in many other ways. I really don't like. I really hate it. Obviously, I'm sure most people do, but yeah, it was just the symptoms of it lasted for a while. It was so like just feeling weak the whole time, and like any little small movement can like just set me a little too queasy and uncomfortable. And, like, yeah, that sort of shit. Not cool. Don't like it. Don't want it again. But it's probably gonna happen another time. What I'm really glad about though is that I didn't experience anything like that while I was living alone in Galway.
I see. You need someone to take care of you.
Yeah, I would have liked having someone in the house with me. Although, I mean that, at the same time, having someone in the house means there's potential for spreading the bug. Or, I mean, the thing is, I think with a tummy bug, I think usually it's not like as, I mean, okay, it depends on what it is, but I think usually it's like something in some food that you ate. And like once you have it, it's not like you're gonna spread it to someone necessarily.
Unless they like start eating it and stuff, eating your vomit.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, The Rock. So, my favorite actor or DJ, also known as Rock Dwayne Johnson.
I don't think they'll call him a DJ. I think they'll call him DJ Dwayne Johnson, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think he's a DJ. It's just because they kept they called him Johnson, they called him Dwayne, they called him DJ, I think they called him The Rock once. It's like they think the reader is going to get bored of the article, and so they have to keep switching it up. So they're just confused.
I'm making a tweet here.
Oh.
Favorite actor or DJ, in brackets, Rock Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, that's a good tweet.
Thank you.
You should tweet it at The Rock. If he has a Twitter.
I will tweet it at The Rock. At The Rock.
Awesome. Hey, have you got your laptop? Are you on your laptop right now?
I am on my laptop right now. I'm trying to sell my PC.
I'll tell you what. I don't think Ron. I don't know if Ron would have the money right now to buy your PC. But his PC is shit, and
I see.
He may be. Well, here's the thing. It's a good PC, but it's broken to the point where it's like a hassle for him, I think. And I think if I were to
see, I don't know how much that's going to cost to ship safely to the US.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be some additional cost on top of it.
Here's the thing.
If that can be figured out, let me know.
Yeah, I guess what I'm envisioning is that shipping to here may be less. Then maybe if I am not packing so much next time I go to America, I take that shit. Maybe.
Dude, you can go super extreme. If you need to pack extra, you can like open the PC on the screws and like pack it into the cavities.
Into my chest cavity?
Pack little bits of clothes like in between the GPU and the RAM sticks and shit.
That's awesome. That'd be a good idea.
There's a lot of space like to the side where you'd put like your hard drives because there's not many hard drives in there.
Yeah.
Like there's empty space in bits where you can put a couple of shirts and maybe some pants.
That'd be funny. That would be funny. Well, imagine if the people that take to look into it think, what the fuck, like why is it like that? Probably, I don't know. They probably won't.
I'm trying to sell it for €800.
Well, Ron has for fuck's sake, we don't use that shit. We don't use euros. I don't know what that is.
Luckily for you, or luckily for Ron, approximately right now, the euro and the dollar are about equal, so it'd be about $800.
Okay.
In fact, actually, yeah, it would be cheaper for him now than it would be most other times because, oh, hang on. Oh, bruh. It's even cheaper. Actually, yeah, the euro has gone a bit below the dollar. Wee.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the euro is about 95 United States cents now. Sorry, 90, a bit above 95, but yeah, it's below parity.
So that means
below.
that means that
Ron has more buying power than at least, well, you know, from a numbers to numbers standpoint.
his thing isn't really numbers, but I think if you can convince him that maybe if you just said, I think you could. He's pretty easy to manipulate in terms of because he doesn't really get numbers, so I think you could get him to buy it for any price really.
Well, I don't know. You said that he's not so good with money right now. Like, so
what I meant was that
$800 is pretty big, I think.
What I meant was he's not he has enough money, but he's just not so good with money. Like he doesn't understand it.
Right.
He doesn't really so to give you a clue, like every episode I'm on with him, he struggles to even know what number episode it is, right? Or like when I say, "Oh, what time are we going to be on?" and he starts fucking counting, and he just doesn't understand numbers, and therefore he doesn't understand money, and doesn't really understand basically half of. In my opinion, I think the two core subjects in life are maths and English, and that goes for even if you're in a different country. I think that's still. Hold up, I just need to go check on something. Hey, the last bit of this Herforce comment is this has been like going on for a while now. He's telling me the P is silent on pterodactyl. It's pronounced pterodactyl. This is because it's been about 3 episodes in a row now. He's commented about pterodactyls, and I've said it wrong each time. The first time I didn't know even what he was talking about. The second time I knew what he was talking about, but I said it wrong. Now I'm saying it right because he's actually broken it down for me. Pterodactyl. So, thank you, Herforce. I'll try better next time. I'm not so good with the words. Ron's not very good with numbers.
Together you make not good.
No. Together we would. Together we could maybe pass GCSE. Maybe. I never passed English. Frost Drive comments how to save money when you're at a restaurant. Just drink the free hot sauce. What do you think of that?
Is that what you did? Was it?
I think this is.
Is that what you were talking about last episode?
I think it might be. Yeah. What do you think? That's something you'd do? I think you would, right? You'd drink some free hot sauce.
I'd steal the sugar and the free sugar and mooch off that.
Yeah. What else would you steal? Would you go as far to Tesco's? Just take some shit to steal it?
No.
What about if like you're in the car?
Well, actually, no. Actually, I would confess.
Oh shit! You
I accidentally I had it in my bag. I had a puck of tea thing. I don't know if it was puck of tea or Twinings. It was some kind of box of tea stuff in a shop in England, and I had it in my bag, and I just forgot that I put it in my bag. I thought that like I put it back because I was like, oh, I don't actually need this, but then I ended up not putting it back. So
shit.
I ended up
You didn't fly back?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I didn't fly back.
Shit, dude.
No, it wasn't that I had flown back. It was just that I was at the shop. I was at the shop and I exited the shop and I was like, oh shit, fuck. Here's some tea.
Dude, that's like such a Brit. It's like if I stole potatoes in Ireland or something.
I think it'd be very tricky to steal some potatoes. They are quite heavy.
Well, what if I just went to a field and took one? That's kind of like theft.
That is pretty thieviness, I will say. And you know what? In some cases, might be quite easy, depending on your location. and what's going on. Sure.
So pretty much what you just said about stealing potatoes being difficult is actually easy.
Well,
So-
relatively speaking, a box of tea is very light. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
really
well where
notice
the
it
fuck you
carrying
can
around,
get tea? You gonna go to a tea tree?
I'm just saying, to get it, like,
You think that shit grows in the ground? Or
relatively speaking, you steal some potatoes, you're hauling that shit back. That's heavy.
Just
That's
one!
noticeable for
Just
you.
one! Take one! Sorry, I get
Sure.
a little angry. I'm sorry about that.
One potato is not hugely unreasonable
Yeah, it's not
to
huge.
carry,
It's fucking
but,
tiny. I put it in my pocket and I take it.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't even want to be hauling around one potato. That's like too much for me. Too much for me to even
That's
be
not enough
hauling
for
around.
me. You need at
I
least
mean,
like 2
not
potatoes to
enough
make a
for me
plate of
to eat.
chips.
More than enough for me to be carrying around.
Okay.
But not enough for me to eat. I agree. Maybe look, if you bought the supplies for a fire, and then when you steal your potato, you just set up shop on the farmland, and you just cook the potato, and then you eat it. You don't even go anywhere after that, and then you leave. That's my. If I were stealing potatoes, that's the way I'd be doing, because I
You'd
wouldn't want
prefer
to be
to lug
hauling-
around a
hauling
stove on your
potatoes.
back? Are you serious? You'd prefer
Fuck,
your whole
shit.
kitchen
Got me.
stove on your back? Or maybe you're just a survivalist and you just have like the ability to make fire, like out of sticks and whatever
Yeah,
the fuck
yeah.
you find.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the rare day where it's dry in Ireland. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, actually, there's a lot of those days. These latest summers, climate change. Am I right? Yeah.
Shit. I didn't realize they're going Yopko comments. I love the shoes, Ollie. I don't have them on me, but thank you. They're rigged in. They say rigged in on them. So thank you, Sam.
Oh, fuck.
What are your coolest shoes?
I don't get shoes very frequently, but currently, my coolest shoes are my red ones. I think they're quite fucked. I threw them in the washing machine one day.
Oh no.
And but like they look good, but on the inside they're a little weird.
Oh.
Some days they're fine to wear. Some days they are very uncomfortable. It's weird.
What makes them
Weird how
weird?
that works.
What does it feel like when you put them on? They're weird.
Like the back of my foot is being like hit against with something hard. But sometimes it doesn't feel like that though. Sometimes just the way you put it on, it's okay. I don't know. I would say my coolest shoes in terms of like functionality. I've got these black shoes that are waterproof. They're not as waterproof anymore. They've lost their waterproofing. But I was gonna walk across the country in them, but that didn't. That did not go through.
I remember talking about that. I remember.
Yeah.
That'd have been
Yeah.
cool. That'd have been cool. Are you ever gonna?
Yeah.
So you're gonna walk across the entire country? Do you think you'll ever try and plan to do that again?
Yeah, I think I will. But see, the thing is, I think I was fit enough to do it at the time, but now it's been a while, and like I haven't been as active. I have been doing my exercises every day that are prescribed for my chest, but like other than that, I'm not active. And I don't think I'm active enough. I don't walk enough. I don't cycle enough. And I don't do enough like regular, kind of extended periods of like.
I guess it's the difference between like exercising a specific, like group of muscles and then also exercising your heart, which kind of is what would probably carry you through it.
Yeah, just general fitness stuff. Yeah. So there would definitely have to be some kind of training or something to stick to for it, so
Well, you should. If you get to that point, then you should do it and then report back.
for sure I'm excited.
Right. Well, this is it. This is the end of the. It's been going on for a while, so this is the end.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. This is.
Kinda, yeah.
So I don't know about you. I'm gonna go on my phone.
Yeah, I gotta go use the bathroom. Gotta go do a couple bathroom related items. Just check them off the checklist.
Like, can you put up your checklist.
Are you playing? Is that Subway Surfers? Subway Surfers?
No, it's called Survivor.io. It's pretty good. Just gonna do a mission here. So I'm just playing just doing a mission here. Shooting them in that game.
Is it by the same guys as Subway Surfers?
What? What?
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Never mind.